Hey guys, this is Caroline at Create Your Future. I am available for one-on-one coaching. I am a neurolinguistic practitioner and a hypnotherapist, certified hypnotherapist. So it's really hot where I am. I have the fan on, that's why you see my hair floating. Anyways, we still do give away a free course. Check it out on the box down below. It's about overcoming your blocks and manifesting the life of your dreams. So today for you guys, I have a success story, and it's about instant manifestation. So how does this work? Well, law of assumption does explain that when you affirm, the moment you have you make your declaration, you affirm, you have instant manifestation. The reason why we don't see it in our 3D reality is because we have, well, we may call them blocks, but we have other dominant, beliefs. We can have resistance, which again can be beliefs that contradict what it is that we want to manifest. So when we say an affirmation, this is what we want, it gets pushed out. But at the same time, we are thinking another thought that may be dominant, and that's why we may not see our manifestation in our 3D reality immediately. However, it does happen constantly. So it's like it's not really that we do manifest, it's pretty much more that we shift to another reality that's parallel, and that's where this version of our desire already exists. So we focus, we go there. But then with the other dominant contradicting belief, we shift back to another parallel reality. So we do a lot of shifting constantly all day long. When we have resistance, again, that's a thought that is not aligned with what it is that we have just affirmed for, our desire, our goal. So when we want something and we do affirm, we want to stay focused on that affirmation, so we stay in that parallel reality where our dream exists, so we can enjoy it and experience it. Okay, so I want to talk about my client who had a very successful story with her SP. But first, I want to give you some example of how it happens, with instant manifestation. So that's not the story of my client, that's the story of one of my good friend. She was going to meet me in a foreign country. We had one weekend planned, okay? So she wanted to go. However, it just so happened that one day, her son was having the end of the year party at school. And at first she was okay with missing it. But then as we came closer to the date, she felt a little bit annoyed with herself that she accepted to go on the weekend, on the trip, on that date, because she was going to disappoint her young son and not be there for the end of the year party. And she thought to herself, I should have booked my flight for the next day. It would have been the same thing. We could have just, moved the whole vacation by one day, and that way I could have pleased my son. She emitted the thought, and that's what she truly wanted. So that I really wanted to go to that end of the year party. Arrives the morning of the departure. The entire airport was on strike for 2 hours. Her flight was exactly during that 2-hour window. So the flight did not take off. So they told everybody to go home and to just wait around, that they would receive probably a text message to let them know what was going on and if the flight could depart later on towards the end of the day or maybe the next day. She made the affirmation that she wished she could have gone to the end of the party. the airport goes on strike. She goes home. She gets to spend the entire day with her son, enjoy the end of the year party with him. At the end of the day, text message came. The flight was back on it was maybe 9 hours later, and she was able to meet me. You see what I'm saying? Instant manifestation. We were there. It was in Spain. We had some events to attend, so we had a very good weekend. And she saw an item that she already owned, but there was a new version in the store with a beautiful color. And she was like, I really want this. However, I'm not going to buy it because I already have one. Next thing you know, she loses the one that she already owned. So the next day, because she had lost it, we went back to the store, and she was faced with the fact that, okay, well, I need one, so now I'm going to buy one, and since I'm here, I'm going to buy the one with the new color. Again, instant manifestation. And then we were laughing. She said, you know what, I really need to watch my thought, because every time I say something, things unfold in a way that I can have my manifestation. Well, that's how it works. That's how it works all the time and for everything. And we keep on shifting. So yes, in the case of a specific person, I hear a lot of my clients say, well, I repeat my affirmations, and it's taking a long time. I have been saying my affirmations for 6, 7, 8 months, for a year, and it's still not seeing my SP here with me in this committed relationship. What is going on? Well, let's take a look. And I'm always telling you guys, or I'm always telling my clients, be very honest with yourself. What are you looking at? I mean, what are you telling yourself? So you're saying the affirmation, I am in a committed relationship with my specific person. We are in love. We are on the same page. And then, what is the following thought? When you're done saying your affirmations and you go by your day, I don't know what it is that you're doing. You're cleaning the floor, you're walking down the streets, whatever it is. And then your mind starts drifting and you're thinking something else. What are you thinking? Oh, here we go again. I texted my SP and he has not responded. He has not read my messages. Or I'm still blocked. Or I looked on his Instagram and I see my SP still with a third party. Whatever it is. So what's going on here? You did your affirmations, you shifted in that parallel reality where you're ready to receive your affirmations, but right behind it, your thoughts go back to a scary thought, a thought that is doubtful or fearful, that goes exactly on the opposite direction of what you just affirmed, or you're just observing 3D, which is old news, right? You're observing your 3D, you're observing your social media, you are talking to your friends about what happened and the fact that your specific person is not around yet. So what happens at that moment? You shift back to that reality where there is lack, where you're not in the relationship. Then you affirm, you go back to where you could receive the unfoldment, and again to the one where there's none. So you constantly shift back and forth from one reality to another. There can be many in between. So what I want you guys to do is to be super, super honest with yourself and watch the thoughts that you have during the day that do not support your end goal. So in this example, your end goal is to be with your specific person, to be in this beautiful, committed relationship. You affirm for it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Continue thinking thoughts that support your affirmation. Don't start thinking thoughts or telling yourself a story that goes in the exact opposite direction. because you will be surfing into another parallel reality where you don't have your specific person. So throughout the day, you don't stay in one reality. You do shift a lot, many, many times. Every time you switch, your focus. So for you to really see your relationship, your desire manifest, and maintain that desire, your thoughts have to be aligned with that desire. And that's why we'd say to you all the time, you repeat your affirmations, you persist, you just stay there. You stay there in this lane. All right? So my success story, it's a client of mine. Well, first of all, she had a specific person, but the relationship was very chaotic. And she had a story as of why the relationship was so chaotic. There was always a reason. One of the main reasons was his mother. She was not supporting the relationship. So as she was affirming for the relationship to be better and better, then she was telling the story of this future mother-in-law being an obstacle to their happiness, an obstacle to them being together and being able to just enjoy their life as a couple. So again, we were shifting back and forth from one reality to another, where the relationship was on and was good. Then she was telling a story where, there was problems. So we were shifting back to a problematic relationship. So she admitted to it. She said, yeah, throughout the day, I'm having a lot of inner conversation where I am mentally fighting with this person, with this woman that I don't like, she doesn't like. All right, so let's modify this. I don't want to be friends with her. You don't have to be friends with her if you don't like this person. You can create an outcome that's very harmonious, but if you don't want to interact with that person, you don't have to keep her around, but you don't wish her any harm, right? So this is exactly what happened. She affirmed for an amazing outcome, and she did not know what kind of outcome she wanted. She just knew that there was the perfect unfolding for her relationship, and everybody in her reality was absolutely 100% supporting the relationship. Instantly, she gets the news that the mother met somebody and she was planning on moving to another state, far away. So again, focus shifted, the entire story shifted as well. So, you can always choose. You have the freedom to choose a scenario that is in harmony with what it is that you want, the type of quality, the type of relationship that you desire with this specific person, the quality of relationship that you want. It's your choice. You don't have to come up with exactly how it's going to happen, but you know that there's a perfect solution right now that is for the highest good of all concerned, and it's working out. And then you just stay on it. You continue with statements, affirmations, and declarations that support that end goal. So when that happened for my client and the lady moved to a different state with her new boyfriend, she's about to marry him actually, it happened so fast, so quickly, and it really is instant. But you never really see that it's instant because you keep on shifting back then again to a different reality because your thoughts were not aligned. All right, so again, same thing. She then started to focus and come up with more affirmations that were supporting a very beautiful, harmonious relationship. Okay, what do we want? What kind of behavior do we want to see from our specific person? So she wrote it down. Okay, she said, no, I know he loves me. I know he's into this relationship, but indeed, he's not very attentive. I'm not so sure that I feel protected by him. So here we go. Perfect. What it is that you don't like, you observe it and you write your affirmations. So she started to affirm for an extremely attentive boyfriend who was extremely protective of her, who was, constantly asking her what she needed, what she wanted. And sure enough, it was instant. The next day she received an absolutely mind-blowing text, and it was mind-blowing to her because in a 2-year relationship she has never experienced such words coming from her specific person. So my point, and the point of this video, is that I want you to watch carefully your thoughts. And when you think that your manifestation take a long time, and then you start to come up with, okay, I have resistance, I have blocks, well, they are just contradicting thoughts that you have during the day, during the night, like along the way, things that you think that go exactly in the opposite direction of your affirmations. So be attentive of what you're thinking and make sure that all day long, when you think about your desire, everything you think related to your desire is aligned and support your end goal. All right, guys? So I intend that I was clear, that this video is helpful for all of you, most of you. I wish you an amazing Sunday, and I will talk to you very soon in the next video. Bye.